the Harmony Business Podcast, creating harmony within your business with easy-to-implement tips and real-life business stories. Every Wednesday at 11 a.m. Tune in each week as Jane connects with local legends of Dorset in Season 2, bringing you the most up-to-date and easy-to-implement business tips in the health and wellness industry. Plus, we dive deep into therapies, courses, retreats, and real-life business stories happening locally. Each session includes a guided meditation hosted by Jane or one of her special guests. Here's your host, Jane Scanlan. Hello and welcome to the Harmony Business Podcast. I'm your host, Jane Scanlan, founder of Harmony Business Academy, where we help holistic, creative and spiritual businesses divinely design and structure their ventures. And I love waving my magic wand over the tech, creating seamless automations, funnels and much more. All while ensuring their businesses thrive and maintain their unique essence. So today I am thrilled to announce our incredible guest, Tara Chamberlain of TLC Holistic Solutions. Tara specialises in personal and professional development solutions with a focus on health and well-being. Holistic health and well-being and that work-life balance. Her approach is transformative, empowering individuals and businesses alike to reach their fullest potential. Tara, welcome to the show. We are so excited to dive into your journey and insights today.
Hi, thank you. Good afternoon. Thank you for having me. It's a wonderful opportunity.
Tell us more about you.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm so passionate about holistic health and well-being, and also helping businesses and individuals find their USP, get themselves out there, and make a success of themselves. So yeah. And I studied reflexology when I became a mother. I've been doing it for 12 years now. And when I studied the anatomy and physiology side, it made me really appreciate us as human beings. And I just really wanted to look into that more and make a business from it. I've always been in natural health solutions.
Tell us a little bit more about how you got started in your field.
So I studied reflexology 12 years ago, and I've been doing that for 12 years. But alongside that, I've been having my babies, four babies, all 13, 10, 7, nearly 8, and a 3-year-old. So it's quite mad being a mummy.
Yes.
I've
got one and animals, and I find even that is a juggle.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's funny.
I love reflexology, and it's one of the things I'm gutted I never trained in. At the time, I was very against feet, a bit of a feet phobia.
Exactly, that's exactly what I was like. I never ever thought I would work with feet. Isn't that funny?
Yes, and that's why I said to people, no way am I doing that course. However, years later, when I had no time to be doing a big long course, I actually had a reflexology session, and I thought, oh my gosh, that's the first time I've properly relaxed, because obviously being a therapist, I am interested in what people are doing when they're doing a treatment on me, so I don't switch off properly. But I did with the reflexology. It was amazing.
Yeah. Well, that's because there's 7,000 nerve endings in the feet. And when they're stimulated, you go into the ultimate state of relaxation. And then afterwards, you feel really rejuvenated, don't you? So, it's a perfect balance. I totally believe in reflexology as a therapy. There's so many other holistic therapies as well, but the best thing about holistic therapies is they create balance in your mind, body, spirit and emotions.
Yes.
And also they can detect issues, and they're just wonderful, and they eradicate the need, potentially not for everyone, but eradicate the need for having to take man-made chemicals. They can help heal naturally, basically. So that's why I love it so much. Because medicine is a wonderful thing. You can't repeat that, but I just feel like if you can try and heal something without the need to take chemicals, then I believe that's the best route, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm totally with you. When I started my own kind of healing journey back in, actually, it was when I'm now 46 in the summer, and when I was 21. So I was, 20 odd years ago, I started my kind of holistic healing journey.
Oh, wow.
And I went to a homeopath and kind of built from there. But really, I've hardly, in all of that 20 or 25 years now, I've barely taken any allopathic medicine. Within that time, I did also work for the London Ambulance Service. So that's where I feel like the allopathic medicine is at its best in actual, like, full-on emergencies. Not
like, God forbid, in an accident or something. 100%. I think, it's got its place. If someone's in terrible pain, wow, take that pain away. It's straight away, there and then, and that's what medicine is amazing for, and not other things as well, of course. But yeah, I'm totally with you on that.
Yes. So let's dive a little bit more into your business. Tell us about, what you do on a daily, weekly, monthly kind of basis within the business.
Okay, so mainly I promote my business, of course. I do that on a daily basis. That's necessary, big time. I mean, that's one of my business tips I was going to share. Sharing yourself virtually, I'd say at least 3 times a week, but I try and do it daily, but it doesn't always happen. But promoting myself, something I do every day, and that's essential in order to get yourself out there, especially when you're doing something like reflexology or anything holistic to help businesses and individuals. You do really need to get the marketing side up together. So that's something that I would do daily. Weekly and monthly is when I see my clients for reflexology, and I'm also working really hard on a community project called Conscious Living, which is about sustainability and, again, well-being. So I believe that a well-being of the planet and our well-being is inextricably linked. So once you start looking after the planet, then the planet will look after us. And if we're looking after ourselves, we're going to be more positive and wanting to help our planet. So they sort of like bounce off each other. And that's something I started, the conscious living side of things. I mean, it's all, again, within the business, everything's linked to the holistic well-being. So yeah, I mean, you know what it's like. It all does link in, doesn't it? So yeah,
I just, like I say, I've got my therapies business, I've got the Harmony Business Academy, and then last year I was like, yes, I'm gonna start a subscription with crystals and oracle cards and essential oils and the moon. So
amazing.
I started that, but it's all interlinked, isn't it?
It really is.
We're staying in the same industry, really. But I don't know about you, but being a creative kind of entrepreneur, we have so many ideas, right?
So all the time. Sometimes waking up in preparation for chatting today on this wonderful podcast, I was waking up. I woke up at 1:30 and was like, I've got some ideas. You just need to quickly. And then I'm doing my notes on my phone. It's like, we must cover that subject. I know it's always on the go. It's like 24/7, but it's because it's our passion. It's not like work, is it? It's just a pleasure, really. So we're so blessed to be able to do that.
It is. Now, obviously, we need to be paid for our passion businesses, our new earth businesses. So what would you say your best bit of business advice is?
Well, to really work out what it is you want to do. From leaving school, I think we've all sort of, you go in and you think, oh, I think I want to be an architect, which is a wonderful career. And then you might go and do that for your work experience and then come out and then 5 years down the line think, this isn't really for me. So I think you need to really look at who, what, why, where, when. Go back to basics, and then you'll know what your passion is. Even as a young girl, I remember going into a crystal shop when I was about 7, when I lived in Northern Ireland, and it's still there now. I looked it up. It's called Moonstone, and it's a wonderful shop, like, with crystals and all like lovely gemstones and just wonderful bits in there, as you can imagine. And yeah, so that's still in existence. And I remember going in there as a little girl without any prompting and buying a bag of crystals, and that's when I knew. And I've still got them now, and I share them with my children. I'm like, this one does that.
That's so lovely.
Yeah, it is. And I just knew then that that's what I wanted to be connected with. And
well,
then
what
I
if
went down.
people they've got their business, they know what they're doing, they know they're in the correct business. What's the advice then?
I would say marketing is a big piece of advice. Like I say, I make sure I do that daily. You make sure you put some time aside to put yourself out there. Again, always making sure that what is your USP? That's something I would always say. So USP, if you're not familiar with that term, stands for unique selling point. So what makes you stand out? What is it that makes you unique, basically? Doing things like offers, like there's a really good offer that I'm going to be offering today, and there'll be links at the end of this podcast provided for
you can dive into that right now. You can tell them, and we'll tell them again at the end.
Well, there'll be links to take you directly to the page. But I'm doing there's a course of 6 treatments for reflexology. Also doing free consultations. Then we can really establish what it is you would like me to help you with. So is it on a personal level with things like reflexology, like personal coaching, if there's something you're working on, personally wanting to improve your life in some way, or on a business level, given my business and marketing background, I can help with things like that as well. So we can do a free consultation, and I'll put a link on the bottom of that. But the best piece of business advice I'd like to give today would be really to constantly revisit the reason why you chose your business path, and make sure that still resonates with you. Because like I said, we can go from school and do a career that we think, when we're our younger selves, we change all the time. I always compare it to like a like the very hungry caterpillar. So like the metamorphic phase, and I think that you go through that at several stages within life, and that's when you can sort of come out and you can be your butterfly once you've really found what you want to do. Because the best thing in life is to do a job that you love and feel passionate about, and something that helps people, like what we're here doing today, hopefully helping people, and it's all about connection, communication, and being a part of the community. I think feeling like doing something where you're helping others is massive, I think. So
definitely. I think quite a good thing at the moment I found in Dorset, in Bournemouth, Paul, there's lots of collaboration going on at the moment. There's lots of community work. I think coming out of all of the lockdowns, we've really gone back into the community. There's lots more yoga in the park, qigong, forest bathing, sound baths on the beach, that kind of thing. There's lots of more of community aspects, and I think it's very important. With the subscription one, I started a full moon circle and dip down on the beach as well.
Amazing.
It's just all about community. Bring your children, men, women, kids, teens, all come along.
How wonderful.
Together.
That's amazing. I totally believe in the power of like-minded individuals and businesses joining forces, sharing ideas, sharing skills, and become even better at what they do. And it is all about coming together, community, even on a personal and professional level, businesses, individuals. And I really do believe in the power of that. So there's nothing better.
Definitely. And we'll shift back into marketing again, I think. What are the best marketing kind of tools you're using at the moment? Because what I've found is the picture posts and words, they are okay, but it's video seems to be really connecting with people and getting businesses a larger reach. What are you finding?
Well, yeah, I mean, definitely doing things like this is wonderful. It's wonderful to get to know you, and hopefully we're going to benefit others. And this is a visual thing. It's also auditory. There's something called VAK, which I'm sure you're familiar with, visual, auditory, and oh my goodness, I can't say kinesthetic, which is to do with how humans in general receive information. So
Yes.
So visual and auditory, we're covering both bases here. But obviously kinesthetic, which is to do with touch. I suppose, again, that would be bringing in what we were saying about community, meeting up and actually having a physical contact. And also there is some other ones that have been added onto VAK to do with like online methods of communication and so on, but I think that's very basic VAK. So I just think always consider your audience. It's so important with marketing. So thinking about things what are going to appeal to your demographic. So like the people of I mean, I'm sure you understand what that means, but just in case, so demographics are to do with like your audience. So what's the age range, their background in general, and just sort of really knowing your audience is key, and making sure your marketing materials, however you're doing a VAK, or just making sure that it's going to be fitting for your audience. So that's so important with marketing.
Yeah, definitely. With what you said about that, with the podcast, it goes out on YouTube as a visual, but it also goes on an actual podcasting, which is just the voice. So I really believe in having kind of all forms of media out there for
100%.
your audience, right? So they can look at a pretty picture, read a few words if they want. I'm not a long post person, and I don't read long posts on Facebook.
No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah,
so
yeah. I like bullet points.
Yeah, I love a bullet point. Love a bullet point.
It's short and sweet.
Yeah. Let's just get to the point. That's me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we love that. Oh, excellent.
So, if we were to work together, what would it look like?
Oh, you and I, or is that sort of
me? Just say I'm a member of the audience listening in, and I thought, I'm gonna take one of your free sessions. Yeah, what would it look like?
Right. Okay. So I have something called the Strategy for Success, which is on my Inspiration to Action website, and it's all about, first of all, the initial contact, making sure that we're a good fit for each other. And then it's all about working from something called inspiration. We all know what that is. So I'm putting that inspiration into action, and in making sure once we've found out what it is you really want for yourself or for your business or for both, getting inspired, getting motivated, but ensuring we keep up the momentum of that. That's absolutely vital, because I think sometimes, like I always think of this example. What is it that at the start of the year we'll say, right, we're going to go to the gym every day. And we do. January is probably one of the busiest times for a gym. But why don't we keep up that momentum? So many of us don't. So I love looking into the psychology of things. So there's something that it would be a case of us getting together, doing it sounds so basic, like a brainstorm, getting the inspiration.
Love brainstorms.
Yes, they're amazing. And putting that inspiration on paper together. Again, VAK, whatever works for my client. And then just putting that inspiration to action. And that's the whole premise of the business side of things, putting your inspiration to action. So and again, always keeping a holistic element in that. So what's going on, mind, body, spirit, emotions, and that always impacts everything on a personal, professional level as well. So yes.
Fantastic. So just remind the audience about your offer before we sign off.
Sure, no problem. So my offer today is on the reflexology side of things. If you were to book some treatments, I'm doing a 25% discount on that. And there's a free consultation for individuals and businesses, again, so we can chat on the phone, So my number will be provided, or I will also put links to my social network platforms. So you can email, call, or contact me via Insta or Facebook. And then we can establish what you want to do. That'll be the free consultation. And then we can get going. And there's discounts on courses of treatments, and also 20% on an individual treatment and 30% on the 6 course treatment. Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you so much. So all of the details are going to be above or below this podcast. Thank you for joining us. And it's episode 14 of the second series of the Harmony Business podcast. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you, Tara, from
Thank you so much.
TLC.
It was wonderful. And I really, really do appreciate the opportunity. And yeah, see you again sometime.
Well, your insights have been absolutely fabulous. And audience, if you enjoyed today's episode, please subscribe to our podcast and leave us a review. Our feedback helps us bring even more amazing guests like Tara and the content she shared to support your journey in creating like a harmonious, successful business. And remember, the Harmony Business Academy, we're here to help you divinely design and structure your business, creating seamless automations and funnels to ensure your success. Thank you so much. And until next time, keep embracing the magic within you and shining that beacon of light with your business. Harmony within your business with easy to implement tips and real life business stories. Every Wednesday at 11 a.m. Tune in each week as Jane connects with local legends of Dorset in Season 2, bringing you the most up-to-date and easy to implement business tips in the health and wellness industry.